Welcome to Retired to Ride Tour 2024. This is video number 8. Currently we are in the northeast corner of Spain. Tomorrow we head for France, but today our wonderful host Dave is taking us to a small mountain village. A short but scenic trip over the hills, and we're there. It's remarkably well preserved, very clean, and very well cared for. It's a beautiful place. We wander around the streets, taking everything in, and then we find a small tapas bar in the centre and have some tapas. Very nice indeed. An enjoyable day with our wonderful host and guide Dave, and then the next day we're off into France. Brenda waves goodbye to Spain as we approach the French border. We've decided to take the road and not the motorway on the right, or the autoroute on the right, because it's threatening with rain, and if it does so, on the road we'll be able to pull off and stop somewhere. Less chance of that on the autoroute. We pass the cheap shops on the border, where I think the French people come in or go out and buy their cheap cigarettes and booze, and then we're into France. The weather becomes more threatening and ominous by the minute, but we've got our waterproofs on just in case. Some of the vehicles passing the other way have their headlights on, which could indicate rain further ahead, but we're enjoying this road, very scenic. And then the rain starts. It's torrential, goes on for hours. We've got to this point in France, the little village, and in the village, we actually fall off the bike. It's a minor tumble, little bit of bruising to Brenda and myself, and superficial damage to the bike, just this wing mirror cover. A beautiful, wonderful person called Sylvie was there at the scene, or came out of her house and helped us. Cup of coffee, bit of masking tape for the bike, and then we're on our way, and we want to take a mountainous route towards Castelnaudary. This is the route, absolutely stunning. Though the road is looking a bit wet and greasy, wonder of wonders, the sun's come out. During the earlier torrential rain, there was no point in trying to film anything. So it's nice to be back on track, filming as we go. Amazing scenery here. It's beautiful, isn't it? I think Brenda's doing a really good job with the camera. Considering an hour ago we fell off the bike and we're both still a little bit battered and bruised, so I think she's doing a really good job. You can see by the way we're being jiggled about on the bike that the road surface is not so good here. Once we've passed under this bridge ahead, we're going to loop the loop, go around and come back over the top of it. What a clever way to get us up the mountain. We're very near the summit now, and luckily the weather seems to be holding. Over the top now, heading down towards the junction where we'll pick up a major road that'll take us towards Castelnaudary. But first we stop for some very nice fish and chips. After those narrow mountain roads, it's good to be on this major road as we make progress towards Castelnaudary, and it's pretty scenic too. I'm liking this road. By the way, from that previous downpour of rain, we are both soaked all the way through to our skin. So we're hoping that the hotel, when we get there in Castelnaudary, will have facilities for drying stuff. It's good to see some other bikers out and about enjoying this road too. Well, the rain has kept off, the clouds are still there. It's around about 17 degrees in the afternoon, and we're nearly at Castelnaudary. Castelnaudary, and we check into the hotel. It's nothing special, but it's okay. The one thing it does have, though, is old-fashioned radiators, so we can dry our gear. It's not long before we're wandering about the town and we end up at the area of Les Grands Bassins. At the main street bridge at the other end, we find this. Very interesting. A sort of plaque commemorative of friendship between France and the USA. Thomas Jefferson, no less. On our way back into town, we see the local fire brigade doing some practice drills, getting someone out of a house. And then we see this in a restaurant window and it entices us inside. And also this Les Snackers. So we go in and have a diner dinner. And then a good night's sleep in the hotel where all our gear dried out. Good morning, Saturday the 25th of May. And we've had our coffee and croissant already. And today we're off to Rocamadour, which I think is going to be an exceptional place to visit, and it will take us 3.5 hours to get there. See you later. We do a quick tour of the old town of Castelnaudary before setting off. We think it's worth the time spent having a look around. Both of us love old buildings. And a quick visit to the local market before returning to the hotel to collect the bike. The hotel let us park the bike overnight just outside on the pavement there. Ideal. So today's destination, Rocamadour. And look at that, the sun's come out. We're travelling the first part of this journey without using tolls or the auto routes. It's a back road ride. Happy to be just meandering through rural France. Pretty, isn't it?
Perhaps you want to take out no freeways, but no toll gates. Toll gates, no toll gates, but highways, yeah.
Okay. I'll stop somewhere then. You might have gathered from that conversation we're now going to go on to main roads and toll roads for the rest of the journey. I do like these tree-lined roads or avenues. Gives you a sense of occasion as you pass through them. There's a pizza place just off this next roundabout. Time to stop for lunch. Turns out to be a nice place, owned by nice people, and it's good pizza. Just before we get back on the bike, then we're on our way, the last stretch of towns and villages before Rocamadour. So here we are, So here we are at Rocamadour at the Les Belles Roques. No? So here we are, Rocamadour at Les Belles Roques Hotel. Very nice, don't you think? Have a look around, and maybe the view outside. Gorgeous place. Very impressed with this. Can't remember how much Brenda booked it for, but I don't care actually. It's very nice. Rocamadour, as Del Boy would say, mes crème de menthe, my son. We're going to go and have a look. This is Rocamadour. Monastic buildings on the top of a rock face. Underneath, a town spreading all the way down to almost to the Dordogne River. And Rocamadour is also a goat's cheese. We definitely think it's worth a visit and take the obligatory selfie before heading back to the hotel. Just arrived and a bunch of singing scouts marches past. And just as we're enjoying one of those artisan type of ice creams, this happened. Looks to me like that silver car makes a right turn to avoid being hit by the basket. Later we returned to our previous viewpoint to get some evening clips of Rocamadour. We hope you've enjoyed sharing this part of our adventure with us, and maybe you'll come back and watch the next video.